How you doing, folks? So a beautiful sunny day here in Aberdeenshire in northeast Scotland, and Rosa and I are up where we've got a small hayfield. We're making use of this very warm, dry weather. We've been cutting some hay over the last few days, and today we're just raking it up because it's a lot drier than it was when we first cut it. And we're using this method of drying the hay by hanging it on our fence lines of the field. This is a method that I used a few years ago when we had cows, and it worked really well, just cutting a small amount of hay, fluffing it up in the field for a day or two, and then draping it on the fence lines. So hopefully we'll see how it goes. It's more of an experiment this year. We don't drastically need a huge amount of hay. We do have some hay that we've bought in, and we trade vegetables with our neighbour for some good organic hay and straw. But we would love to make our own hay, and this is just a bit of a test for us to see how it goes.
I think it's probably good as well for us to get practice at this kind of thing, because at the moment we have quite a small amount of livestock really, but we would like to get a few more, and it would be great to know that to know actually how much hay we can produce, and how quickly they go through it. It obviously varies from year to year a bit, but this is just a big lesson really. Yeah, it's good, fun and sweaty.
So you can see the area that I cut a few days ago. I'm going to carry on cutting this half of the field. It won't take long for us to cut this, get it drying in this sun. Alright, time to disturb the peace. Alright, that is the rest of this hayfield cut. Rosa and my sister Lucy are there in the background having a blether. They started off by raking up the already pretty much dry hay and sticking it on the fence just to dry out a bit more, and they've been fluffing up the rest of it so that it can get nice and dry in the sunshine. We can come back either later tonight or tomorrow morning and put that on the fence too. Meanwhile, my mum is down at the house just preparing a place in a shed for us to bring this hay to, especially if we're going to get rain in a couple of days. If it hasn't dried out 100%, then our guess is to take it down to this shelter that we've got behind our house and just make a pile of it there and hope and pray that it stays nice and dry. Huh? Yeah, working up a sweat.
Yeah.
The geese seem to be pretty quiet still, just keeping in a tight little group, not moving around too much. I guess we just got to give them time to relax and get used to their surroundings. We're just heading back up to the hayfield. It's been a few hours since we were outside. It's been a very hot one today, so we've just been enjoying staying in the cool of the house. But we're going to head back up now to the field, and we're just going to see how it's been drying. And I think we'll spread out the grass that I cut this morning, and I think we're going to experiment with building a hay rack, a very simple A-frame rack, because we're going to run out of fence to hang the hay on, and that's doing a good job as a hay rack. We can put the semi-dried hay on, and hopefully it will carry on drying and maturing, and if it does rain or we have a bit of a heavy dew, it shouldn't affect the hay too much if it's stacked in a certain way. Really dry. That's really great. Okay, so I think we've got one more section here just to spread around and get dry, and then of course there's the larger area now that I cut, which will need to dry. But it's looking great. It'd be great to have this as a hay source, because I think the goats will love it.
I'll take the dog up and I'll just get started with the last of the rows we were doing.
Okay, stuff that's up there that you and Lucy spread out, it's pretty much dry, so I think we should make this hay rack and then
put that on it,
pile it up.
Okay.
Right, so just nipped back down to the house where we keep a lot of materials in case there's a reason to use them, and I'm thinking of using this. It's a bit of scaffolding that was left here by the previous owners, and we've sort of turned it into gates and hurdles and things, and that's exactly what I want. There's a couple of hurdles to make an A-frame with, which we can then dry hay on top, and I'm thinking these are perfect because we can lean them against each other. They're covered in chicken wire, and we'll create an A-frame with these and then make a mound of the drying grass over the top. So that's one. There's another one. Okay. Put this on the ground first just to create a bit more airflow. I don't know if it's necessary, but I thought I'd give it a shot. And we can put the A-frame on either side of this. So I'm just going to leave this roughly in the middle of where we've cut the hay, so we can bring the hay from all sides. We can get the trailer up here to then collect the dry hay. I think we're pretty much done for today, so whole field cut, which is great.
Everything's dried really well. We've been really lucky with a bit of sun and, well, a lot of sun and quite a lot of wind as well.
About a quarter of the dried grass has been put up on the fence to continue drying. We're just going to leave the rest. We might come and rake this into windrows for tonight.
Yeah.
But right now, waiting for this all day.
Yeah.
So we're up at the pond, time for a swim, and we've got our volunteers up. They've been away for the day on their day off, so they've come back to join us, and here's the pond. Well, that's us come to the end of the day. That was a beautiful swim in our very cold pond.
Took my breath away.
But we had a nice beer up there with the whole family and the volunteers. Good way to end a very hot and sunny day making hay.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. Now we've got this beautiful still evening. Just kind of listening to the goat bells and very quiet geese, but you can hear them in the distance there. So it all feels very peaceful here, which is nice.
And the smell.
Yeah.
Beautiful smell of this. Luckily very drying hay.
Yeah, which when Myrtle escaped earlier, which she likes to do on a regular basis, she came and munched her way into it. Put her head right in. She was really enjoying it.
Gave it the taste test.
Yeah, she did. That's why she escaped, to help us out with that. At least we know she likes it.
I think we were dead lucky today to be able to get this weather, and apparently it's going to be the same tomorrow. So hopefully we can get the other half of the field done, which was cut today and spread out, and then hopefully I'll have a day of drying tomorrow, and then we can make another couple of these hay racks to put the hay on, or maybe the fence that seems to be doing well too.
I think a combination.
Yeah. Well, we've got plenty of it here.
Yeah. And then it'll be to find a good dry space to store it. So we've had some ideas, but I'm sure we'll be documenting how that goes.
For sure. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in and watching us today. It's been another beautiful day here at Tappenoff Farm. If you've just joined us for the first time today, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel. We'll be making another vlog very soon, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.
See ya.